Once upon a time, there was a kingdom called Gaia. The people of Gaia were kind and good and cared for Gaia's lands. And in return, she lent them her magic. They used this magic to help them expand and grow. And soon, Gaia was the most prosperous kingdom in the land, and everything was in perfect balance. A king from afar grew jealous of Gaia's prosperity, and he paid an evil wizard to destroy Gaia. The wizard decided to cast a spell over the people of Gaia, infecting their hearts with greed. The people, infected by the spell, began to take without giving back, and Gaia's magic began to fade. The balance was thrown off. A girl called Echo, who had a pure heart, and therefore couldn't be infected by the wizard's spell, knew that if the people didn't stop what they were doing soon, Gaia would surely die. Echo knew she could convince the people to change their ways, if only she had more time. Gaia used what was left of her magic to grant Echo with magic of her own. And now, Echo could hear the souls of the air crying out for help. They'd been trying to block the wizard's spell, but there weren't enough of them. She rushed to the waters and begged the souls of the water for help. They told her that they were desperate to help, but didn't know how. So Echo used the magic Gaia had granted her to lift them up into the air, where they could be with the souls of the air who lived in the clouds, expand and grow. The wizard's spell was useless against so many souls, and all around her, Echo could see the people breaking free of the spell. They were horrified by their selfishness, but knew, with the souls of the water and the souls of the air protecting them from above, they had enough time to make effective changes in their lives before it was too late. I'm sure some of you are probably wondering what that story has to do with clouds, but it's actually a really good analogy for a geoengineering concept called cloud whitening. In the story, Echo uses the souls of the water to help the souls of the air block the wizard's spell, and it sort of works in a similar way here. We use salt particles from the water to increase the number of aerosols in the clouds, which is actually what increases the cloud's reflectivity. Again, that reflectivity allows more of the sun's radiation to bounce off the cloud rather than pass through. You can find out a lot more information about this in my blog. There have been a lot of numerical models that support the fact that cloud whitening actually does create a cooling effect in the areas in which it's implemented, putting a pause on the effects of climate change. Now, this is great news, but I do want to get across the point that cloud whitening is not going to stop climate change. We need to stop climate change. Cloud whitening essentially stops the clock and gives us the time we need to make these changes, like in the story, before it's too late. If you find this concept kind of cool and want to know a little bit more about it, you should definitely check out my blog. I go into detail about cloud whitening, I talk about the effect it has on our wallet, and I talk about what our future could look like with cloud whitening. Thanks heaps for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and tune in next time for Let's Talk About Ecology.